Yeah, you could have been anywhere in the world,
Payday,
but you chose to be here with me.
payday.
It's your motherfucking boy. Payday, payday, payday. Yeah.
It's that real talk, real shit podcast.
It's Big Payday in this bitch. Let's get it,
It's
fam.
that real talk, real shit podcast.
This something new. I'm about to switch up the program.
Real talk, real shit podcast.
Smoke some with your boy. Let's blow it down.
Real talk, real shit podcast.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment to the fucking channel. Real talk.
Kevin Hart has left him recovering from back surgery. So first, take a look at this photo of Kevin in front of a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. He bought this for himself for his 40th birthday almost 2 months ago. We'll take a look at what that car looks like now after the accident early Sunday morning.
So the accident happened at about 12:45 in the morning. Kevin was actually not driving the car, but was in the passenger seat. A friend of Kevin's named Jared Black was driving, and Jared's fiancée, Rebecca Brocksterman, was also in the car.
Yeah, so this is what the police report says. Black immediately lost control of the vehicle, and the Plymouth left the road and rolled over down the northern embankment. 2 of 3 occupants were trapped in the vehicle. The remaining occupant and owner of the vehicle, Kevin Hart, left the scene to his nearby residence to get medical attention.
Wow. The report continues. The driver was located in the driver's seat of the vehicle and determined not to be under the influence of alcohol at the time of the collision. Hart and Black sustained major back injuries as a result of the collision and were transported and treated at nearby hospitals. The third occupant, Rebecca Brocksterman, suffered only complaint of pain.
Yeah, so once word got out that Kevin was in the hospital with a major back injury, the well wishes from Hollywood poured in, including from his frequent on-screen collaborator, Dwayne Johnson. On Instagram, he wrote, "Stop messing with my emotions, brother Kevin Hart. We have a lot more laughing to do together. Love you, man. Stay strong."
Yeah, and Nicole Kidman posted this picture on the set of The Upside, their big hit from earlier this year. Nicole wrote, "Sending love and prayers to you, Kevin," while Bryan Cranston asked people to send Kevin positive energy and healing thoughts.
So Kevin had to undergo back surgery. We still don't know the extent of the injury, but it was called major. So yesterday, Kevin's wife, Nico, gave an update on his condition.
And Nico, how are you doing? How's Kevin doing?
He's great.
Is he gonna pull through fully, you think?
Yep. I'll be just fine.
How are his spirits?
He's good.
He's good?
Everybody's good. Thank God.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Anything else you can tell us about his condition, about?
No, I'm not saying anything. He's fine.
He's all right?
Right now?
He's awake.
Is he laughing and joking at this point? Not much? All right, give him our best.
I'm not calling her a liar, but I don't know how much of that you can believe, because she's not going to come out and be honest with what is actually the situation.
Right. Like, I would never judge someone's reaction to that situation, but that video seems a bit odd to me.
Yeah.
Like, so if he really is okay and he's going to come through, she's very downbeat about it. And yeah, who knows how you'd react in that kind of situation. Maybe she's in shock.
Yeah.
But her responses just seem very...
But I'm not familiar with her and how she normally reacts to paparazzi. Like, is she always like this? Is this sort of always her way, or is this a wildly different version of her? So I don't know, but when she says, because all the headlines today read, according to Kevin Hart's wife, he's doing great.
Right.
I wouldn't write that headline based on that, on that video.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, it's a strange video.
That's not a woman saying that her husband is doing great.
Yeah.
That was you just doing your best to get out of a situation with a paparazzi.
No, he says, yes, indeed, speedy recovery to Kevin. Diana says, I think she's just upset, leave her alone. Yeah, Nicole says she's being very guarded. The strange thing in that report is that he was able to leave the scene and go to his house and wait for medical attention there. I don't know how close he was.
Brought him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there was one report that said that he was picked up by his security team and brought to his house.
Maybe they were.
But that was in the police reports. So I don't know if that's actually true. Like, maybe he was close enough to walk, but it just seems strange that he would leave the scene in order to go to his house. That's really strange. So that's one part. I mean, the one part is that if that's true, then he was able to walk or at least stand and get into a car. Like, he wasn't completely paralyzed in any kind of way. So
yeah,
you don't know what the extent of the injury is, but you know Kevin Hart is such a fighter too.
What's good, everybody? What's going on? What's really going on? It's your motherfucking boy, Big Bayday, and this is an extremely special episode of the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. On today's episode, also too, I'm popping off. We're gonna drink some sparkling Prosecco. I got some little champagne action, a little small bottle for the celebration. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good Italian wine. But on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the Kevin Hart situation, man. I'm talking about the Kevin Hart situation. I've been so busy, everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me. Cause this video been even in the making. I just was supposed to do it for a while, but I had to take a pause for the cause. My son was just born. He's not even a month old yet. He just had C-section and stuff. It's been a lot. I've been having a lot going on, you know what I mean? Full-time worker, full-time dad, all that. I'm gonna be having a lot of time, you know what I mean? So, with all that being said, we're gonna talk about the Kevin Hart issue. All right, now the main thing that was kind of weird, for one, you seen the video clip I put on there, and it was just real weird. The first real questionable thing he did was not get taken off the scene and get taken home. Now, if you get into a major accident and your back is messed up, your back is fucked up, you're not leaving the scene. If you have a spinal injury, you're not leaving the scene. They said this shit happened around midnight, around a little after 12 a.m. in the morning. But his wife didn't make the phone call to the police until like 3 in the morning. 2 or 3 in the morning. It's very odd, extremely odd, because ain't no way, if you hear what she said in her phone, or the 911 call, she was talking about he had something protruding out of his back, something coming out of his back. Bruh, if this man was really fucked up with something coming out of his back, he is not sitting in the house for 3 hours. I don't care what nobody says. What, he got some personal special doctors at the crib or something? You know what I mean? There's no way and no reason that this man should have not got medical attention. The other two people who was involved in the accident stayed on the scene and got medical attention. Why? I know he's famous and all that shit, but why? Why would he leave? You know what I mean? First questionable thing. Second questionable thing. Did y'all hear how his wife was talking to TMZ? Now, I understand it might be aggravating for paparazzi to always be in your face. You know what I mean? I know that's probably aggravating. So I couldn't even really imagine what she's going through, you know, with him allegedly having his back broken, being fucked up. But she was so dry, her response didn't even really hold no weight. It didn't hold no weight at all. It was just real it was real weird to hear how she was, real dry, real weird how she was talking, man. So, I don't know. I don't know about that. That shit just didn't seem right to me. Questionable thing number 3. You know, famous people, they always are in the limelight. They're always taking pictures and all that. This man has not made one physical appearance since this shit happened. This happened over a month or something ago. He's not made one physical appearance. Not one Instagram pic, not one video, not one nothing. That's a big red flag. Because he knows we care about him. He knows his fans care about him and shit, so there's no reason he should really be hiding from the fans. You know what I mean? Unless the shit is not what it's supposed to be. And I don't want to be like a conspiracy nigga, but it has to be some fishy shit with this, because anybody who really knows anything about anything, you heard or have you heard that Kevin Hart said the reason he can be in multiple places at one time is because he's a human clone? I know you heard him say that on the interview, because he said this shit a few times, that he has clones, and that's how he gets so much work done. So, anybody who knows anything about anything, cloning is real. Will Smith just released a movie 2 days ago, Gemini Man, about human cloning. There's not no joke. It's not no conspiracy. It's not no bullshit. Human cloning is real, and it's always been real ever since. They probably started it, I believe, in the 1950s when they started, the Nazi Germany people. But it was probably being done before that. Matter of fact, it was. The ancient Egyptians were taking genetics and making people since the beginning of time. Even Adam and Eve Eve came from Adam's rib. Now, if you know anything about anything, the rib has bone marrow, and that's where you can easily duplicate or use that bone marrow for reproductive, for cloning. Because bone marrow has a lot of genetic properties for the body and everything. So we probably went over some of y'all head with that one, but we keep it all the way on Earth. This man hadn't made no appearance. His wife is dry. Everything's crazy. Now, another crazy thing I want y'all to realize. What did Kevin Hart just recently do? Let me hit my little champagne. Oh, man. Now, what did Kevin Hart just recently do? Who did he just recently offend? Yeah, he did. The LGBTQ community, the homosexual community. He just said they did that joke to my if his son was gay, he'd kick his ass or some shit like that. And what they do? He was supposed to host the Oscars. He didn't get to host it. They pulled that from him. So he could also be getting persecuted from the damn LGBT community or whatever the fuck community, whatever they call it. I'm sorry, no disrespect. But he could also be getting prosecuted from disrespecting the LGBT people. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure y'all understand that this world is a systematic blockade for niggas who ain't in the game. You know what I mean? Who ain't with the shits. If you ain't with the shits, you pretty much get rolled over in this world. You either with it or you get rolled over. Now, what happened to Carrie? They got rolled over, but it's neither here nor there. But it's just a brief touch on it. You know what I'm saying? A few things I want y'all to realize. If it was some real shit, he would make some kind of post. He would make some kind of... He might not want the world to see him like that, but if it was some real shit, he would put something out to let us know he's all right, because people care about this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But it's neither here nor there. It's your motherfucking boy, Big Bayday, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. You know what I'm saying? But shit don't be adding up, man. And we ain't stupid no more. So we're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to do more research and come to y'all when I get some more research done. But right now, I think them 3 things I touched was strong, questionable enough to... This shit don't really make sense. You know what I mean? So y'all hit the comment section and let me know what y'all think about the Kevin Hart situation, man. Let me know what y'all feel about it. And we'll go from there. All right? It's your motherfucking boy, Big Bad. Let's get it.